Danielle left American Pickers, but why? After getting married, Danielle Colby departed American Pickers in search of a new beginning. Danielle began to doubt her job on American Pickers due to health concerns. Danielle is stepping away from the show and concentrating on burlesque, podcasting, and a museum. One of the most watched programs on cable TV in the past was American Pickers. Fans looked forward to seeing what gems Mike and Frank would find at houses around the country when they weren't engaged in violent altercations on American Pickers, as their personalities gelled together well. Although fans wanted Frank to return in 2024, Frank's future with the program was questionable when he departed and had a stroke. After Danielle left the program, viewers were left wondering if American Pickers would be able to go on. Keep watching for more details. Hi viewers, my name is Elena. Welcome to my channel. Like this video and subscribe to our channel. So let's start. It seemed as though Danielle had been considering leaving the program for a while. When Danielle took a break during season 23, there were indications that she was hesitant to get back. Although Danielle did return for the next season, it would be her final one as she announced her departure from American Pickers in February 2024. We'll look at Danielle Colby's reasons for quitting American Pickers. Next, find out how a health issue could have made Danielle reconsider her role on American Pickers and what she's been doing since leaving the program. Danielle Colby formally departed from American Pickers in order to start again, following marriage. Since 2020, Danielle and Jeremy Schuch have been engaged. The couple chose to tie the knot in February 2024, and Danielle took advantage of the chance to start over in both her personal and professional life. Before coming on board American Pickers in 2009, Danielle was a member of an Iowan and Illinois burlesque troupe. But she put the burlesque on hold for almost 10 years once she began filming for American Pickers and working as the office manager at Antique Archaeology. Danielle uploaded a number of memes to Instagram in February 2024. "You are not missing out because you have different priorities," said one of them. This, along with another post in which she talked about failing to use an opportunity to enjoy something in reference to her career in burlesque, demonstrated that Danielle's thoughts were not on American Pickers. Danielle also started a project in Clinton, Iowa. The Stripping History Museum is set to move into a renovated facility in the downtown center. This connects to Danielle's passion for burlesque and might support her company in the same industry. In addition, Danielle had been visiting Puerto Rico during her free time for years and wanted to spend more time there. As a result, Danielle may be seen in Puerto Rico aiding with reconstruction, volunteering at animal shelters, orphanages, and other places when she and Jeremy aren't working on their 1930s repair house. Danielle Colby may have questioned her role on American Pickers after experiencing a health scare. Danielle had a health scare in 2022 that required surgery. For 3 years, Danielle had endured agonizing times that prevented her from participating as much in life as she would have liked. However, Danielle didn't feel inspired to call a doctor until she began speaking with Tish, Mike's girlfriend. "About 4 months ago, I shared with Mike's girlfriend Tish that I was having a terrible time on set managing my menstrual cycles," Danielle said. "It seemed like I was always bleeding. It was always an excruciating amount of pain, feeling like I was being held back from a lot of opportunities because I couldn't figure out how to control the amount of pain I was living with." Danielle continued by saying that she had to go through a series of tests before finding a female gynecologist, and that the process took around 30 days. Danielle was found to have uterine fibroids by the testing. Danielle had to have a hysterectomy because of the fibroids. Danielle's doctor reportedly told her that the operation had to be done right away and could not wait, according to her Patreon page. "My doctor informed me that this was not a situation and I couldn't live with it," she wrote. "In fact, this is a situation that needs to be addressed as soon as possible surgically." The doctor was unable to biopsy the patient to determine whether cancer was present since there were so many fibroids. As a result, surgery was required. Danielle underwent the arduous recuperation process that ensued after the operation. Danielle acknowledged via her Patreon account that she had lost her desire to work during her recuperation period because of the emotionally taxing time following her hysterectomy. She took a while to return to American Pickers as a result. But in the end, Danielle came back for a final season of the program. After going through everything that she had endured, Danielle was obviously ready for her life to go in a different direction, away from American Pickers. What Danielle Colby is up to now following her departure from American Pickers. Danielle has returned to burlesque dancing full-time after leaving American Pickers. Danielle has been on the road with the burlesque Le Moustache Ensemble, performing under the stage name Danny Diesel. Danielle's most recent performance was in April 2024 in Florida, before a passionate audience that encouraged her to realize that her decision to return to her previous job as a burlesque dancer, as described in her Instagram post, was the correct one for her. As a burlesque artist, exotic dancer, performance artist, musician, it's such a surge of love that a performer feels when they look out into the audience and they see the faces of the people that they love that are truly supporting them, cheering for them, clapping, screaming. It's magical. Danielle continued by saying that the love and support she receives becomes addictive each time she steps onto the platform. Although Danielle performed in Puerto Rico in January 2024, this performance in Florida was her first performance without any limitations following her hysterectomy. Danielle was happy that she could now return to her passion as a result. Danielle is in the midst of launching a podcast in her spare time. A behind-the-scenes look into American Pickers will be provided via the podcast, which is slated to be called The Road Dog Diaries. Danielle has tales to share from her time there since the start of the series. These tales include behind-the-scenes hijinks in addition to her on-screen co-stars. Danielle will co-host the podcast with her friend and manager, Anerican. American Pickers ratings have been declining, so it's unclear what the future holds for the program. According to The Sun, there have been rumors that Mike signed a 3-year deal and that he ceased shooting during the most recent season because of low ratings. But one thing is certain, the program will continue even without Danielle. Danielle has discovered her passion, dancing, after spending 14 years on the History Channel series. It's unclear how long Danielle will carry on doing burlesque. But for the time being, Danielle is so busy working on her dance, podcast, and museum that it won't be long until American Pickers is just a thing of the past. Why did Danielle leave American Pickers? Danielle Colby departed from American Pickers for various personal and professional reasons. Her decision was influenced by a combination of health concerns, a desire for a fresh start following her marriage, and a renewed focus on her passions outside the show. A fresh start after marriage. Danielle Colby married Jeremy Schuch in February 2024, and this new chapter in her life prompted her to seek a fresh start both personally and professionally. Before joining American Pickers in 2009, Danielle was actively involved in the burlesque scene, forming a troupe that operated in Illinois and Iowa. However, her burlesque career took a backseat as she became the office manager at Antique Archaeology and a key cast member on the show. In early 2024, Danielle shared on Instagram that she was reassessing her priorities. One post highlighted the idea of not missing out because of different priorities, and another reflected on her missed opportunities in her burlesque career. These posts signaled that her interests were shifting away from American Pickers. Health scares and revaluation. In 2022, Danielle faced significant health challenges that led to a period of introspection about her role on American Pickers. She suffered from severe menstrual issues for 3 years, which she initially managed in silence. It wasn't until a conversation with Mike Wolf's girlfriend Tish that Danielle decided to seek medical help. After consulting a gynecologist, she was diagnosed with uterine fibroids and required an immediate hysterectomy. The surgery and subsequent recovery were taxing both physically and emotionally. During her recovery, Danielle lost her motivation to work and took a hiatus from American Pickers. Although she returned for one final season, it was clear that her priorities had changed. New ventures and passions. Since leaving American Pickers, Danielle has returned to her burlesque roots, performing full-time under her stage name, Danny Diesel. She has been touring with the burlesque Le Moustache troupe, performing in various locations, including a recent show in Florida in April 2024. Danielle expressed on Instagram that the support and love from her audience affirmed her decision to return to performing. In addition to burlesque, Danielle is working on several other projects. She is renovating a building in Clinton, Iowa, to house the Stripping History Museum, a project that aligns with her passion for burlesque. Danielle is also planning a podcast, tentatively named The Road Dog Diaries, which will offer behind-the-scenes insights into American Pickers and stories from her time on the show. The podcast will be co-hosted by her manager and friend, Haley Atkin. Danielle also spends considerable time in Puerto Rico, where she and Jeremy have been involved in various charitable activities, including helping to rebuild communities and supporting orphanages and animal shelters. The future of American Pickers. As American Pickers continues without Danielle, the show's future remains uncertain. Despite reports of declining ratings, there are conflicting rumors about Mike Wolf's commitment to the series. Whether or not the show continues, Danielle's departure marks a significant change, and she seems content with her new direction. With her focus on burlesque, podcasting, and her museum project, Danielle Colby is carving out a fulfilling life beyond American Pickers.